Jersey Joe on the radio, 7:44 on this Monday. Mamma mia, we are going at warp speed this morning. I can't make it up. Let me grab a phone call, if I may. I appreciate you calling. Tony, good morning. What's on your mind this morning?
Hey, thanks, Joe. So good to be on the show. Thank you.
Great to have you here, Tony.
Yeah, it's good to be back to Brooklyn, and New York City. I was born and raised in Bensonhurst, Bay Ridge area, son of Italian immigrants. I'm a retired B-2 stealth bomber pilot, and I'm running for the United States Senate in Missouri.
Wait, Tony, you were at the Donald Trump event on Saturday, correct?
That's right.
If you're listening, I got to tell you, Tony, thanks for checking in, and thanks for your service to the United States, by the way. And we love that Donald Trump takes questions. Stay with me on this, if you would. Donald Trump's taking questions from the state, and it's a love fest, and he's got his crowd there. And I want to take something. They bring the lights up. And he starts taking questions. And then, gentleman stands up. Were you standing on a table, Tony?
Yes, sir. I decided to stand up for America.
He's standing. I'm looking back. He goes, Mr. Trump, I'm an Italian American. I've got your heart, but I don't have your wallet. And I want to run for office, sir. What do you suggest, Mr. President? God bless you. Godspeed, sir. And I'm looking. He's standing up. That was monumental, Tony, what you did. I think the president really appreciated that.
Well, thank you. Joe, we got to do to stand up for America. She's worth fighting for, And if people don't rise up like our founding fathers to fight for this country, we're going to lose it. And I have no intention to do that.
You're right. Yeah, so you got the airwaves now, Tony. Quickly, if you would, you got the 50,000 watts. You got streaming around the world and around these great United States. So what are you running for, and how can we help you, man?
Thank you. I'm running for the United States Senate in Missouri. This is a national level race. And I'm a retired B-2 stealth pilot, businessman, author, and mainly a conservative outsider with a patriot's heart, and I'm ready to fight for our country again. If you go to Monetti4Senate.com, it's MONETTIFOR Senate.com, you can learn a lot more about our mission, our values, and what we're going to do for America. And it's mainly I'm going to fight for Missouri values instead of D.C. values. And I think this country is just sick and tired of these career politicians that have lost sight of who they are. And I just went to Washington's Tavern. It was December 4th that he said farewell to New York and went back to do what he's got to do. And that's why I'm back to New York. I'm asking everybody in the city, across the nation, help a veteran, someone that's laid his life in the defense of liberty. Give me an opportunity to serve you again as the next U.S. Senator for the United States of America. And I will stand up to you. Help us fight against this craziness that's going on in this country.
Look at that.
Thank you, Joe.
Colonel, thank you. Thanks for your service, Colonel. God bless you. Godspeed. We'll keep a watch for Tony Monetti right there. So we're at the rally. This was so funny. Frankie, you would love it, man. And the president, and I could tell, as a performer, I try to watch how the president works. He's going off some notes, but really off the top of his head. This was Saturday morning at Cipriani. And by the way, and everybody's worried, the president's done. Oh, he can't get reelected. Raised $6 million on Saturday. $6 million in a series of events. And it's just nonstop. So then, as he's talking, and then he says, he goes, I want to tell you one last story that the president said. And I looked over, the lights came up, and I was thinking maybe that's the cue for the president when the house lights come up a little bit. And that's the cue to tell the president, okay, we got to move on to the next event. And cause he was loving it and the crowd was loving the president. And he goes, then he's taking question 1, question 2, and he's answering questions with people in the crowd, like just a regular, like a town hall meeting. And then this guy, Tony Monetti, Frankie, stands up on a table. Mr. President, he does this great speech. The president doesn't flinch, looked him right in the eye and said, good luck, Godspeed to you. Thanks for your service, Colonel. And he said, just keep doing what you're doing. It was I'll tell you, it was very, very inspirational. And despite what you hear in the press, and like I try to tell you every morning, tutto in ordine. Everything's going to be all right. Everything's okay. They just got to stop with the political takedowns like that. So it was very interesting. And here, I guess he's running in Missouri, but he's a New York guy, Frankie Five Boroughs.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the dynamics of the race out there, and I had not been familiar with his candidacy, but he certainly seems very passionate. So good for him. As you always, quote Teddy Roosevelt, it's not the critic who counts, but the man in the arena.
In the arena, that's exactly right. Joe Piscopo on the radio.